Archie, like many young men, struggled to find his place in Old Blighty. Never truly at home, he wandered the waste searching for a place to hang his head. He saw the world, or what was left of it, but always traded a comfortable bed for a new horizon every chance he got. Archie had finally found his place in the world beside the Wayfarer. Half sidekick, half friend, they were inseparable for the rest of their days. He never stopped adventuring, his sharp tongue getting him into trouble that he always barely squeaked out of. Arthur Mountbatten was thankful for the time spent travelling with the Wayfarer. He had lived more of a life in that short period than he had ever thought possible. For the remainder of his days, he would live a quiet life in Camden. Arthur Mountbatten's mind slowly but surely began to falter. Before the darkness could take him, he would spend the remainder of his days making up for lost time. He helped others the best he could in this strange new world that he had helped to create. When the time came, he would ask the Wayfarer for one final favour, an end to his troubles. He would do it with a smile, for what better person could give him his death than the person who gave him life? Thanks to Dr. Herbertson's experiments, Arthur Mountbatten's battle against the darkness was a defiant one. He would spend the remainder of his days making up for lost time. He helped others the best he could in this strange new world that he had helped to create. When the time came, he would ask the Wayfarer for one final favour, an end to his troubles. He would do it with a smile, for what better person could give him his death than the person who gave him life? Kira continued her pursuit of treasures through the capital, always seeking greater and more daring gains. Though riches greased her palms, it was never enough, and true happiness always eluded her. Kira continued her pursuit of treasure through the capital, always seeking greater and more daring gains. But though riches greased her palms, it was never enough, and so she decided to leave London, endeavouring to explore beyond the capital. Her new quest is to become the most famed adventurer in the world. Mad Jack returned to the only place he could ever truly call home, his gym. Still haunted by the memories of his troubled past, he found solace giving London's forgotten and neglected souls an outlet for their rage. Mad Jack returned to the only place he could ever truly call home, his gym. The crusade against the shadows of his past was not marked by the fall of his enemies, but the rise of a new Mad Jack. Once a mere haven for his own tortured psyche, the gym evolved into a sanctuary for the forgotten and neglected souls of London. Here, he imparted lessons not just in physical strength, but in the virtues championed by the Wayfarer. John Smith departed the Wayfarer's company without revealing the truth that weighed so heavily on his mind, the truth of his daughter, Lily. Alone and without guidance, the column's victory at Westminster was too much to bear. John fled the city with the only person in the world that mattered to him, his daughter. As Eve's forces closed in, he gave his final farewell. He urged Lily to return to her mother, towards the oncoming soldiers, entrusting her to a fate he could not follow. Knowing there was nothing else he could do for her now, John Smith embraced the end on his own terms. John Smith, having spent years contemplating leaving the fifth column behind, ultimately decided to stay. He found not just a confidant in the Wayfarer, but also a trusted ally. While he still harboured fears about the future Eve envisaged for London, spending time with the Wayfarer made him realise that nothing was set in stone. The truth of his daughter Lily never saw the light of day, but by her side he knew he could raise Lily to be a better leader than Eve ever was. No matter what, he never lost faith in his daughter.